Hey up, guys. So I know this isn't exactly one of the craziest associations compared to like the other association videos on YouTube that have been uploaded, only with all trades and whatnot. But only reason I haven't done any trades is really because I feel our team is pretty stacked that we don't really need to do any trades at the moment. I'm actually kind of more waiting towards the free agency, but and also maybe towards the trade deadline. But I did explore the possibility of trying to see if we can get Kevin Love and see if we can get what possible deals we could get to try to lure him to Golden State. But unfortunately, he's out with a broken back for 6 to 8 weeks. So sadly, we can't figure out what deals we could get for him at the moment. So we're gonna have to wait till he heals up. But I did try to look for other possible trade deals. I try to package in Lee, Draymond Green, and one of our first round picks, I believe, just to see what offers we get. And taking a look at the offers, uh, they were like okay, but nothing really stood out to me. I'd only want to do like a trade if like we can get like a big time player on our team. Rudy Gay's alright. Shumpert, I don't really think I want an older version of Steve Nash, or the current version of Steve Nash rather. Darren Williams, that's pretty good, but we don't need a point guard. We already got a star point guard, a better point guard, in fact, with Steph Curry. Um, yeah. Oh, Kenneth Fareed. That would be a good one though. But like I said, we're trying to get something big with this trade here. DeMar DeRozan's not bad. Uh, Interesting how Jeremy Lin and Asik are both in that trade with the Rockets, as the Rockets are trying to get rid of those guys in real life. Dragic's okay, but he's a point guard. We don't need a point guard. Batum, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. But yeah, nothing really came out of that. So sorry not to do any trades for at least for that package. I try to switch it up with taking out Green for Barnes. Um, See what kind of offers we could have got for that. But most of it was pretty much exactly the same because Barnes and Green, they're both pretty similar in terms of ratings and stuff like that. So, and marketability, or the little star system or whatever. So the trade offers didn't really change much when I switched the guys. So maybe Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe, that was an intriguing one because even though he's a point guard, I felt like we could even maybe put him at the two guard, if possible, or he'd be a really, really good backup to Steph. But I just don't think he'll accept a role like that. But yeah. So I mean, I am still willing to do trades, but try to make the association maybe a little bit more exciting for some of you people. But yeah, as of right now, I kind of want to keep this realistic as possible. So, of course, they're not always going to be like trades like right off the bat when the season starts. Right now, we're like towards the end of the 2013 year, heading into 2014 soon. So, right at where we're at right now in the season. So right now, I'm not really thinking of doing trades. The Rondo trade, I try to switch it up and add Klay Thompson in the trade, and Rajon Rondo one, that was pretty interesting. But once again, we're getting these point guards, which we don't really need. I'm looking for other positions. Oladipo, that was an interesting one as well. But yeah, so try to find something. Nothing really worked out. We're most likely I'm just gonna wait towards the trade deadline, if anything. But to other business though, we did still need to pick up a free agent because with all our guys pretty much getting hurt, like almost like every game, felt like we need another body on our team. So what I decided was um, I did eventually decide to try to sign Deshaun Stevenson. I felt like we needed a perimeter defender on the team. And I did have to negotiate him for actually quite a while, just for a 1 year deal, because he was actually asking a little bit more than I really thought. And this whole little contract session actually took more longer than you guys might have think. But eventually, I talked him down towards a $1.30 million 1 year deal, and with a role player as his status. He wanted to be six man with a $1.38 million deal for 1 year, but I just said I couldn't really do that. But eventually he agreed to my terms as the business savviest man I am, and he will be wearing number 32 in our next game. So he is officially a Warrior now. And this game is actually the Christmas Day game against the Clippers. So of course we have to bring out the Christmas Day jerseys. And And this is actually a revenge part 2 game right here, as actually the Clippers did beat us earlier, just like the Spurs did, but we got the revenge on the Spurs in the last game. So let's see if we can get revenge once again on this time on the Clippers. And Harrison Barnes hits that corner 3 to go. Nice way to start it. And Barnes really does need to pick up the slack because Iguodala is actually out for this game. As if you have watched my last video, he actually did get hurt, but he's only out 1 to 2 weeks. So based on simulating the games, he should be back probably the next game maybe, but we'll see. As you see, Klay Thompson hits that 3 right there, and then setting it up for Klay Thompson once again for 3. And you'll see quite a bit of Klay Thompson in this game, as he was feeling it. As I think Jamal Crawford was like his defender the whole time, but yeah. And then great defense by Steph, blocking CP3's shot, and then gets a shot clock violation on him right there. And then now ending the first quarter, Blake using the pick and roll. Green tries to take the shot, misses, but Festus gets the rebound and puts it back up to end the quarter with a 6-point lead. So now starting the second quarter here, as our newest addition, Sanj Stevenson, makes a bad mistake, but eventually he redeems himself by playing good defense. And then we find him once again in the corner, and he hits the 3 to get his first official point as a Warrior. So hoping he will fit well on this team. And you see Steph and Chris Paul going at it one-on-one, and Steph hits a step-back jumper right in his face. Now Paul trying to go up against Steph, but Steph gets the steal, gives it up to Klay, and Klay finishes with the one-hand jam. I mean, not as ferocious as Iguodala's jams, but hey, gets the job done. And now Steph tries to go into the lane, but misses the layup, and I don't know if you saw that on the bottom of the screen, but he did look like he was hobbling, so I have to take a look at that. I was hoping it was not injury, but he was able to run back on the floor, and as you can see, there it is right there. He was hobbling, so that did kind of scare me at the moment, but he was at least able to keep continuing running back towards defense. So that pretty much tells me it's nothing really too serious. As you see, Klay gets that and one opportunity play right there. As you see that signature move he's been doing this season, the pump fake and then stepping right in for the easy 2. But yeah, Steph was able to actually continue, so that's the good news. Bad news is I think his rating went down a bit during the game, so his shot was not actually falling. I could not get a shot to go in this game. But as you can see, and then Lob City just went shacked in the full once again, as CP3 gets furious. I don't know who got furious at. Was it Blake? I'm not sure. And then Crawford tries to throw a lob, and he ends up being a shacked in the full member as well, missing that alley-oop connection. So we were actually playing pretty good defense on those alley-oop lobs. As you can see, Harrison Barnes, that's what we like to see from Harrison Barnes. Drive into the basket and giving us one of those ferocious jams, as now he takes over the Kia Slam Cam now in replace of Iguodala. But that's more of what we want to see from Barnes. And Lee almost gets the steal, but Blake Griffin somehow gets the loose ball and then decides to pretty much do one of his fancy jams right there, or just one of his power jams, whatever you want to call it. And now Crawford tries to drive baseline. That was actually the first alley-oop we gave up. I mean, still pretty good considering we're already in the middle of the third quarter. But man, I was hoping to at least shut them down on those lob passes. But we get the steal, and pretty much every single member of the Warriors touches the ball, with Azili being the last person right there and finishes it. Great team play right there from us, as we now up by 9, and Steph, really rare miss right there, a rare short miss right there, and that leads to a fast break for Barnes right there. And then now we try to get up to Klay. Klay's got that open three, but he misses it. And now here come the Clippers once again. And then C. Collison just, how do you leave CP3 open? And he hits a 3. And now the Clippers starting to make their run, so we have to call a timeout. Now down by 4. Like less than 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Bogut gets the big block right there. And now we're going on the break now. And Curry tries to find an open Klay Thompson in the corner for the splash. 27 points for Klay in this game. 10 of 13 from the field. I believe he hit 3 3-pointers. And then now here come the Clippers once again trying to make their run as they're now on a 15-3 run into the midway through the fourth. But Steph replies back with a 3 and bumps up the lead to 6 for us. Now the lead is just 5 now. Crawford trying to blow past Klay Thompson. Somehow gets the acrobatic shot to go and gets fouled by Klay with an and one opportunity. See Crawford digging his play right there. Now our lead's only up to 1, but they throw another alley-oop, and that's a costly one right there for us. Somehow Blake Griffin just snatches that midair, and that gives them the lead. Now it's less than a minute and a half to play. We're down by 1. Chris Paul reaches, so Steph's got to cheat him as he just drives to the paint with no one defending it, and that gives us the lead right back. Now Clippers have the ball. We're trying to defend Blake in the paint. Blake misses, and DeAndre tries to put it back with the jam, but he mishandles it, and it goes out of bounds. Warriors ball. Now less than a minute to play. Barnes handling at the point right now, trying to find Steph. Steph driving, walking pretty much dribbling all the way to the other side of the court, and gets that jumper to go. So now we're up by 3. Clippers trying to get something here. And look at this. We got Paul right there stuck in the paint. Isn't that 3 seconds? Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. That should have been a offensive 3 seconds right there, but fortunately the refs did not call it. And then now working the pick and roll with Curry. And now Curry gets the open layup to go. No DeAndre Jordan to defend the paint as we drag him out to the perimeter with that pick and roll screen. Now Clippers down by 3. They find Paul for a quick shot. That's not what we want to do on defense. So they had to foul us, and they foul Steph. He makes the first, and then now he makes the second free throw. So we're up by 3. Clippers, no timeouts. They have to go all the way full court. Are they going to go for the quick 2 or 3? Paul actually goes for the 3, but Steph plays great defense on Paul. Lee gets the rebound, gives it up to Curry, who gets fouled, but that pretty much sealed the game for us as the Warriors on Christmas night beat the LA Clippers 84-80. A great game between these two division rivals as Klay led all scorers with 27 points. Steph had 18 points and 14 assists. Not the best shooting night as he was hampered by that injury, but luckily the injury was only a minor ankle sprain, so he will be able to at least play through the pain.